Evening and welcome. I'm Dr. Deborah Williams, Executive Fashion Director for the Harlem Week Fashion Shows and President and CEO of Her Game 2 Productions. I am so glad that you all are here with me today. I am thrilled to have such a distinguished panel of fashion giants with me this morning. My two guests this morning are some of the most respected talents in the industry. So let's introduce, first of all, Sir Luke Destin. Atlanta based retail celebrity stylist Sir Luke is the epitome of class and style. He is sought after by large high end retailers such as Saks Fifth Avenue, Neiman Marcus, and Bergdorf Goodman. Sir Luke brings his unique eye and touch to all that is fashion and retail. He's a native New Yorker who grew up in New Jersey, and he attended the Fashion Institute of Technology with a bachelor's degree in marketing. He went on to receive his master's degree from Yale University. Sir Luke has dressed Oprah, President Obama, Denzel Washington, Nicole Kidman, and many, many more. He is a five-time Emmy nominated stylist and an NAACP Image Award recipient in the category of fashion styling. Please welcome Sir Luke Destin. Welcome, Sir Luke.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Definitely. And our next guest today is Ivetta Petty. Ivetta is a graduate of New York's Fashion Institute. For 30 years, she's designed hats in her uptown New York studio, Harlem's Heaven. Her hats have captured worldwide attention and have been worn to the Kentucky Derby and to the Royal Ascot in England. Yvetta's hats have been worn by Patti LaBelle and Marcus Samuelson and have been featured in numerous movies and on magazine covers. Ivetta Petty has a hat in the permanent collection of the Royal Ascot Millinery Collective in England. Please welcome Harlem's own Ivetta Petty. Welcome, Ivetta.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
Great to be here.
it is a pleasure to have both of you all here today. I welcome you as my distinguished guest today, and I appreciate your willingness to share your many, many years of industry experience with this Harlem Week audience. We appreciate you. All right, so let's get started here. So, fashion has always been really our form of expression. It is a part of the identity of who we are. And we can trace the history of fashion back to ancient Rome and ancient Egypt. Back then, clothing and fashion were our status symbols. The rich would wear garments that were expensive and stylish and colorful, while the poor would wear neutral colors, and their garments were cheap, but they were functional. Well, we all know that over the years, that dynamic has changed quite a bit. This year, Harlem Week celebrates 50 years. So, our theme tonight is 50 fashionable years. 50 years takes us back to the 70s. Now, when I think about the 70s, what comes to mind are JJ and Thelma and Michael in their bell bottoms and the afros, and Michael with his printed top. We know that the 70s was our disco era, and there were a lot of flashy clothing at that point. And it was also the period where we started to really recognize and create gender neutral clothing.
Mhm.
So, what do you all think of? I told you what I think. You know what I think of when I think of the 70s. But what do you think about when you think about the 70s and the trends of the 70s?